imagine a world where you boot up a game and it works first time. Still. Okay. Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Trails in the Sky. The third. When we left off, we had finished listening slash reading. God, I can't even remember his names anymore. Chloe's life story, and it was good, and we love her. Unfortunately, we're still going to be doing door-to-door travel because, yeah. We still haven't done Shara's door, and so we're gonna have to do Shara's door. That'll just be a quick detour and out, 5-minute adventure, you know how it is. What button do I press? There's a button for party select. I just can't remember. Here we are.
This ought to perk you up.
Why did Shara get redesigned? I don't know. What's the law reason for this? She wants to. Moon door 2, let's go. Yeah, we are just starting with another visual novel segment, and I'll probably... If this lasts over 2 hours, I will probably just stop the stream after 2 hours. Because it's so hot here, I don't want to leave my computer running. It's already in the pink zone, which is like the lower end of being on fire. I am curious about Shara's backstory though. So let's foray into... I should grant you. Let me frack into my bliss. Oh, story, bruh. Hurry up. I'm bored. Already. Also, my chair has gone down again. I need to put... Year 1202 of the Septian calendar. Verland. Charizard! Hmm? Huh? Where am I? You feeling alright? Sure you haven't had too much to drink? Boy, that dream really brought back memories. That's a... If I was once that young. I see you've gotten yourself nice and plastered. I want to watch what you're saying though. You're still young, but no one will believe it if you start talking like that. She's right. Sure. Wow, I thought you'd be out for a while longer, Olivia. Maybe Let me put you in another class. There's a man dying of liver failure in front of you, and your response is to pour him another glass. I know, you were just like a serial poisoner at this point. Please, mercy! You can be such a monster. Oh, can I put another bottle over? Looks like Focus gone left alley again. Fine, guess I'll have to go get the bottle myself. Well, from getting out of my seat, I'm getting the strongest thing in the house. I spice and brandy. I spice and brandy. Charizard, he's literally just got mad. At least someone wants some fruit wine before you start bringing them. Forget being hungover. That man is just gonna hate life. He's just gonna wake up tomorrow morning and he's gonna be like, if I'm not dead, I better hope I am soon. Yeah, both. Ah! Problem solved. By the way, Anna. Remember when we first met? How much did you down again? Down? Down what? Booze! We're talking booze, baby! I'm not gonna make it through this flashback, am I? I'm just gonna... like, seeing this one share a Sprite is already, like, enough. That's me done. I'm dead. I'm dying. But... it's just like so uncool. And then you like the brows and the big toothless bell. Okay. We're talking booze, baby. We haven't made it 10 minutes. We haven't made it 10 minutes into the stream, and I oh, ay. I gotta screenshot this. How do you screenshot? Where's the screenshot, by the way? There we go. Okay. Sure, so I can pour it. Just so we're absolutely, like, totally 100% crystal clear, I have no experience with alcohol at all. I am completely teetotal and I've never attended a party in my life. So, just framing everything from that perspective, you know. Oh, so we're just pouring it directly in his mouth now. I poured everything out, just trying to kill this man. Is this before or after they knew he was like an important political figure? Because like, if it's before, then sure enough, it is afterwards. She's looking at like the prince of the Erebonian Empire and she's like, cirrhosis. She's gonna sound serious. You sure? You sure? You sure? Sure. Sure. Oh, go. 5 years ago. Ah, here we are. The Grand Seal. Yeah, they definitely changed the artist. Like, this is the same style as the new Sheriff portrait. The reason to say this big sure isn't easy. Okay, where's next? Liberal. Wait, no, wait. I have to go all the way there? Ugh, this is why I hate cities. Hey, bro, sir. Oh, job again? You're scared for the help. You're a lot stronger than you look, young lady. In a range so can rush you, people are working. Sorry, but I'm not interested. Really gotta go too. See ya! She has hair like noodles. She has hair like instant noodles. Giant hair like... Or maybe not so tight. There's stuff in my hair. Excuse me. South City, 1197. Five years had passed since the 100 Days' War came to an end. The scars they left were slowly healing, and life was returning to Libel. People gathered in the cities and towns that returned to their former state, and a revived ornament trade brought the kingdom prosperity. This was becoming normal once again. Not all that was happening in Libel at the time was so positive, however. It was also a period in which corruption was rife in the military. Many of the army's officers at the time cared for nothing but lining their own pockets, gaining power and prestige. Between the development of all technology and booming prosperity, much was forgotten. Is no one here? Your request, please write out one of the forms to write and place in this box. Very skilled recipe. Looks like it. I wonder if they mind if I use their phone. That was quick, took out so straight. Oh, I'm pooped. I feel like a slave in the bracelet of this evil work getting dumped on me. Oh, hello. Here's not your request. Yes, that's right. Might I ask your name? I'm Sheridan Harvey. A bracer. Harvey, right. A bracer. I'm still a junior one, but I know what I'm doing. Don't you worry about that. Oh my, really? You look so young and I thought you were an actual bracer. My name is Ina. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's the request you want to make? I don't have all day to stand around chatting. There's only 2 bracers this branch right now, so we're very busy. If you make it quick, I'd appreciate it. Oh, really? I'm terribly sorry. I had no idea you were. Did you not hear me, or do you need to explain to you what a quick means? Oh, my apologies. You see, it's my first time visiting the city. It would be wise to come here and request some give me a tour of the main sights and such. The size of the place is rather daunting, as I'm sure you can imagine. With the bracer knows the way around on my side, I'd be able to enjoy all the Grandson has to offer without fear of getting lost. Kidding. Please tell me you didn't actually come here for such a worthless request. Pardon? You seem to be misconstruing what bracer are actually for. We're not community volunteers or whatever. We have serious profession and do serious work. We're also very busy, as I said earlier, so I'm gonna have to ask you to look elsewhere if you want a buddy for your sightseeing. I wasn't trying to... Hell, just go and look around on your own. Get lost proper pun experience anyway. I live in a box all my life. Oh. Besides, I need to focus on doing mage jobs so I can get a line of recommendation for this branch and get promoted to senior bracer. If I have something serious you need help with, by all means come back. Until then, get going. Like this isn't gonna work. I really am sorry for troubling you. Oh, Sarah is very mean, wasn't she? Oh, who do we have here? Have you come to make a request, Petra? Oh no, it's not properly maintaining the front desk. Manning the front desk. It's currently my job, but I'm undertaking other work at the same time. Oh, you don't have to apologise. I'd have no mind if I were you. She's a waste of time. It seems to have gotten into her head that brace her friends for hire. Oh, excuse me, I'll get out of your hair now. Please don't leave just yet. Sherazad? What is it? What she wants. Helping people in need is the fundamental mission of us braces. Got no reason not to help. Busy here! I don't have time to be playing tour guide. I've got more important things to do. Got the other requests on the board. I'll take care of them. You're even busier than I am. You're not a receptionist on top of it. Don't worry about me. Besides, Training, which means you still have much to learn. So go. Once you finish this request, I'll write you a letter of recommendation. Really? Are you sure? This seems like way too simple of a job to be awarding something like that for. I thought it was your policy to give 100% to work you undertake. Well, it is, but I'm counting on this job too. Thank you very much. Nothing of it. Okay, you two. Got it. Appreciate your assistance. Good. I just say no to a paying customer. Come on. Estelle would absolutely be on top of that. No questions asked. What is up with today? From delivery got a plain tour guide for some snooty silver spoon. It just gets worse. I do apologise. I really am putting you out for this request, aren't I? Let's just get started. Smash something. So, where do you want to go? Let's see. I should go and buy a few things in the department store just in case. In case? In case of what? It's in the east block of the city, don't forget. Why would I? Oh, my blood pressure rising already. Actually, I'm getting accepted. Always nice seeing those two. I feel like seeing all the characters, you know, just the recurring faces. Like how the first thing she wants to do is blow all her money. But what are you planning to buy? Well, what they do restocking and recovery items for one thing. Turned on my microphone sensitivity so I didn't pick up my keyboard, but I think when I say online quietly it doesn't pick up either. What? Oh, it did pick up, okay. Please. I just want this job to... Isn't Kurt read this book? Did he break it? All these look really complicated too. Sherazade. What? You know, it's actually a really famous ice cream store near here. You ever been there? Why would I have? I don't like sweet things. Well, I do. I feel like having some ice cream right now. Let's go get some. Wait a second. Oh, she's totally running away from bodyguards. That's just such a good trope, you know? Ice cream stand, I think it was over here, wasn't it? My god, I genuinely know this city's layout better than like... better than my own, I think. What, 2 ice cream cones in the store? Your brain decided to actually switch off when I said I like sweet things. I like this, promise, it's really nice. It's not how it works. I'm missing what's left. I'm running out of time. You tiny bean. Hi Ray! Welcome back, welcome to the stream. A proper good stream where we actually stream the game we're supposed to. To the end. No questions asked, no compromises, nothing. Minor spelling mistake. Mod Spanish user. Still hot outside? It chilled locked down for a couple of days, and then suddenly today, and kind of for the whole week, but mostly today, it spiked. I think their prediction was 32 degrees Celsius. Yeah, right. 32 degrees Celsius, and it's going to stay that way for pretty much the entire time I plan to stream today. So, stream might be a little short as I die of heat stroke, and it cools off a little tomorrow, cools off a little more Wednesday, toes for a few days, and then it gets really hot again on Saturday. Great. Summer week is just like a little bit warmer than I'd like it. Just. Delightful. Guys, I'll drink some lemonade and go on rampage. Funny, you really did miss to start the stream where we were going on a drunken rampage, so actually, true. Actually, speaking of drunk, hold on, I need to drink some water. Because I've got a bottle of water right here. That tastes like 2 days old, which is probably because it's 2 days old. I can also taste like the noodles, the pot noodles, instant noodles, cup noodles I had for lunch. It's a very strong flavour I'm not used to, so I'm just like constantly aware of the fact that I had it for lunch. It was a, I want to say teriyaki chicken. I've never had teriyaki sauce before in my life. And like I smelled the sauce and I was like, ugh. And I added it to the noodles like, So I probably will have it again in the future, but there was definitely a moment of, oh my god. And now I'm constantly living a moment of, oh my god, as this taste. Yeah. Hey! What? Are you spacing out and ignoring me for? I was trying to ask you something. Sorry. What's it? You look angry. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? It's really obvious. Come on, out with it. When you're involved in something you can't even talk to me about. Well, it's just that... I realised I left something back at the hotel. As if anyone would buy that. Talk out? Fine, be back. We can't be back there so I can go and get it. Fine, whatever, I'll come with you. Like an idea what you're... Thank you. Well, shall we be going? Let's go through the south block. Fine. That's good. Left nowhere and walked there for a week. Oh. I do not pity. No, I do pity you. I do not envy you. The hotel's like... Oh, sorry. Having a moment. Yeah. North Block. Oh, right. Anytime. Alright! Justifiable. Then we all. Wait a second. This is the hotel. The building you just walked right past? Yes, but... This looks really heavily guarded. I should have known. Only somewhere skin. That way leads to Grancel Castle. Want to go and have a look around it? Yes, I suppose I do. Looks like that's correct. Well, you just matter. Why are you trying to crack her? That gives me a reason not to play Fire Emblem Fates. Ooh. That's a problem. You have to play Fire Emblem Fates. It's the best game ever. Yeah. I should update my DS, I think. So I should play that again at some point. I don't wanna... Maybe I play my DS games and I could be like online shopping instead with money I don't have. I bought like so much in the past like 2 days. I'm crying. I'm poor. I'm so poor. Like we are barely a week in and I'm already like broke. Hey Lassie. See ya. Just dropping down. I'm to talking. That's exactly what I've been dragged all over the city for. Such a pain. I catch breathing inside. There she is! What? What's going on? You stay right where you are. Protect all NPCs. Oh god, no! No! Never a good format. Oh, can you just like stop putting yourself in danger?
Seems you came up short.
Level 10 share. Aww. What the? That guy was no amateur. Well, they have no symptoms, haven't just yet by the looks of it. Maybe in a matter of time though. Do something. Look you, it's time for you to start talking. Who is this guy? I need to know something either. Are you listening to me? Shh, please be quiet. Oh no, she's not the hotel's guest list. Rich girl like I would have stayed at a hotel, but I guess not. Start scouring the city. Oh. Hold on. There she is, get her. Don't shout! Get out. I keep her over there. Is there a target? Go on, get her. What's going on? You got some serious explaining to do, Missy. Stop running! The hell? Wait! Oh, his legs can carry him. This point you might just have a bit of shit like jumping into the sewers. Yo, switcheroo. I think we lost him. What's the bell? Okay, I've had enough of this. It's time for you to open that mouth of yours. Just who are these guys? Why do they want to catch you? What do you even want? Well, even trying more without answering, I will hurt you. With this. Now that sounds painful. No use hiding any longer, is there? They're trying to capture me. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Asking why they want to capture you? Go on, get talking. Let me start from the beginning. I suppose it started about a month ago. My grandfather, who I was living with, passed away. Father? It's alright. He didn't mention he intended to leave some of his fortune to me, but the one didn't say just some. He wrote that he intended to leave me everything he had. Oh well. Super rich guy leaving his fortune to a young girl. Okay, everything's starting to fall into place. So every relative you have under the sun is like, when you like ants trying to get their share. At the very least, I still think my uncle is a very nice man. He said he wants to look after me until I turn 20, so as part of that, let him look after all the money you've inherited. Maybe. Besides, when he said that kind of scared me, so I ended up turning his offer down. Wait, hide! Now someone's hired those men to come after me. If I don't formally inherit his money, my father's will become invalid, you see. Most likely, that's the reason they want to capture me. So I'm not able to do that. They're no ordinary street thugs either. They clearly have some experience in it. I can't believe they're just able to wander the streets of the capital in broad daylight like that. But what's the army even doing? One of my relatives' connection in the Royal Army, so that's probably why. Family's pretty influential, actually. I heard that just listening to all this. Hiring a bunch of suspicious, highly trained underlings to fight over inheritance? You get more stereotypically spiteful rich person than that. Sorry. Looking for an apology from you. Still, this really isn't looking good. I'd like to be able to win the last battle, but I'm not confident I can win another. I think the best thing we can do is try and get back to the guild house again. I can't see that being easy. Think of it. I've got to feed the birds. The birds? Yeah, it's meant to be probably some kind of code they use. Alright, this way's a dead end. Think it was a hell of a lot of trouble, but your luck just ran out. You're first though, I'll give you that. Now grab her! Stop stealing all my goddamn critical turns, you... That's some serious knockback. Oh, nice. Got a craft points. Thank you for dealing a finishing blow. Not that bad. I don't think I've found a way out this. Oh, you were right, Mr. Razad? That's still a quarter. Oh wow. Almost stood a chance against us. Almost. I don't want to be beaten by a bunch of low-life scum like these guys. You're getting us out of this. Hey. Oh, there's an entrance to the sewers nearby. And get that, we might be able to escape to the west block. Huge if though. Right, let's go with that. Close your eyes for a second. Hey. 1, 2. What are you? 3. What's that? Smoke grenade? My eyes. Huh. Love that pose. Ready you go? What? What is this smell? It's mustard gas? Wait up. Oh, get away. I don't say mustard gas grenades on my... I'm not gonna have that good. Did not expect that. It's locked. Get out the way. Took a wire and jammed it into the keyhole. Come on, hurry! Get back here, damn it. There's no use, it's knocked. Out of the way, I'll get it open. Shall I use another of those canisters? Other ones too. Pepper, do you make these things yourself? I've done a few original blends of my own, yes. They're originally just white smoke grenades. For example, there's this one. It contains powdered laughing mushrooms. Never tried it though. You think it works? You don't need to find out now. Like everyone black in here. Don't bring an axe, you're gonna have to smash it open. Looks like we bought ourselves some time. What are you thinking? What kind of insane maniac just used smoke grenade or mustard gas cannons or whatever it was? You shouldn't be making that kind of stuff. I know you're a high class lady! Truly? But it helps get safety, didn't it? Oh, yeah, but still! Where did you even learn to make those things? My grandfather loved collecting books. He had his own little personal library in the mansion. I learned all kinds of useful things from there. I take you're not much of a book enthusiast yourself, so you probably wouldn't have read any of the things I have. And there's a famous spy novel I remember reading. It has a scene in which the protagonist makes her own smoke grenade. I learned it from a book? I take it back. Mr. Rich written all over her naive face. Look, something is very clear for your own good. Might have gotten us out of a dangerous situation earlier, but you got lucky. Don't expect that to happen a second time. You can't go getting cocky just because you picked up some mildly useful knowledge from a book that may or may not have even worked. I don't want to see you doing anything like that again. Are we clear? Yes, of course. That's all. Let's get going. Seems like these always bring back unpleasant memories. Instinct's coming right back though. You seem very silent. Did I say something to annoy her? Let's move. When they come back, they'll get that door open in no time. Be careful and stay close to me. There are bound to be monsters here. Right. Oh, I actually have to navigate the sewers lane. I might have navigating the city down to T, but the sewer still requires some work. Right, it's a loop, of course. I can be sure it's quicker than some snails, but it still sucks. curious if we can, like, open any chests here. We need that dialogue, yo. That kind of thing. Enjoying yanking out others' insides? Yes, I do.
Oh, are we done already?
So how do you like chests, you pervert? Let's at least find some way through this door to get to the west block. Should be something to open it and buy. Stay close to me. Oh my, that's kind of romantic, don't you think? Why is anything in this situation romantic? Just jump in this time. You're not budging? Stay quiet for a minute, I'll handle this. Try to remove a rock from the device and place the hand inside. Wash your fingers there, love. Wow, you really are amazing. Not for this. This isn't all that different from breaking into a safe, to be honest. Really, though, you shouldn't be impressed by these kind of things, or getting used to them. Hi. There are some things in life you're just better off not knowing. Some things you're better off not being able to do. The entire town smelled like a rotting open drain and was reviled in the first slum. The people who ended up there were largely those who couldn't be accommodated in the prison, those who had been driven out of the cities, or children who'd abandoned there like yesterday's garbage. I did whatever I had to survive and to live to see another day. Picking pockets at every opportunity was a habit I picked up from a very young age. Anything that caught my eye, I took. Even then, I didn't end up with enough to live on. Always men there who made their lives by taking from people like me. The surest way to make money was stealing from the safes of the rich when they were out of their pensions. The residential area, full of wealthy people on the other side of the river, accessible through an underground sewer, was a perfect target for them. Every time I felt hungry, I sneaked inside of one of the mansions and made use of the skills I felt like I'd known since the day I was born. The most important thing to remember when doing this was not to take everything in one go. Instead, the key was to take only a small amount each time, enough to get by, but not enough for the mansion's owner to notice anything was going on. With a simple piece of wire, I had access to enough mirror to live for a couple more weeks. Before I knew it, I was doing it every day, building up a stockpile of money instead of simply taking what I needed in the short term. And boy, I paid the price for it. I had it all taken from me by the men in the slums and ended up being kicked and stomped on until I coughed up blood. Everyone did what they did, or said they did much anyway, so they could keep living on. She had gold earrings back then, seriously? Always pretending to be desperate as an excuse that by any means, but always taking the easiest road they could find. The town I lived in was devoid of energy, full of filthy humans like them. Me. Again and again, I thought about giving it up. Again and again, I said to myself that I wanted to stop. I couldn't do it. I hated myself what I was doing. I hated the fact I couldn't stop. It was because I didn't want to return to that life that I ended up becoming a bracer. Because if I didn't, I was scared I'd end right back where I was. The troopers saved me from that place that made me into a respectable human being. But when I lost them, I was afraid. One thought stood out above all the rest. No matter how much I tried to forget, no matter how much use I became to my new life, no matter how much I tried to deny it, I was yesterday's garbage from the slums. Nothing I could do would change that. That's so really. One day, I'm sure I'll end up returning there. But I need to be strong, to stay strong. What job I do doesn't even matter. Anything I can pour my heart into that let me live an honest life is fine. Anything that keeps my mind off the past, anything that lets me keep otherness in my heart at bay. If it makes me strong without relying on others, then it's fine. It's fine. I need to be strong. Stronger than anyone. Stronger than anyone. Am I? Am I really doing alright in my new life? Am I really getting stronger? Am I, Lucy? Scheherazade? Are you alright? You're looking very gloomy all of a sudden. It's nothing. I'm fine. As soon as I finish this shock, that will give me the last recommendation I need. I can finally become a real bracer. Then no one will be able to tell me I'm not strong. I won't let them. I will be strong. Anyway, we're leaving. Wait a second! It's Scheherazade! As soon as I finish this job. Yes, it's locked. I know it is. Just shut up, you'll break my concentration. Oh, my bad. We're finally back on the surface. It's evening too. That took longer than I thought it would. We should hurry. Of course. Are you alright though? What? You look kind of pale. Are you feeling tired? Maybe we should rest a little before moving on. I'm fine. I have enough training to handle this level of physical activity, thank you very much. Don't underestimate the stamina of a bracer. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Wait, what the hell? She was never more than a few steps behind me at any given moment. She's still fine. She never seemed out of breath even when we were being chased by those guys, completely. I looked there a few times and she was even ahead of me. What is up with this girl? Is this like nothing to her? I'm so sure you don't need to rest. You have a few snacks on me. Would you like me to share some? It's okay. I'm definitely fine. Right now we need to focus on getting to the guild so we can hide out there. Food breaks can wait. Everyone has a lot of trouble on the way. Well, the request was to show around the capital. I've done that. Now all I need to do is get back to the guild and this quest is done. I win. I'm gonna move on. I still feel like I opened to rest these a little though. You said you're alright. How many times do I have to repeat myself before you get the message? Not at all.
There's a full night working her damn story. All night! Who the hell does not Tisha think she is? Better scoop, the harder it needs to be caught. Does she think I don't know that? Ugh!
What do you think he's talking about? I've got no more idea than you. Maybe he's using some kind of code like there's no from earlier? Couldn't be one of them, could he? Do you think he could be?
Damn it all!
Can't be sure. His eyes, though. Doesn't look like a man makes an honest living to me. I see what you mean. We've come this far, there's no way of letting us get caught now. We need to proceed carefully and deliberately. Let's see if we can find another route. Ah, if I remember correctly, the house over there is empty. This way, follow me.
I used to say, I've done it already. You patrol the area at the bottom of the stairs, taking the area at the top. Calling Raymond again. Wait, works the villain now, doesn't he? It's my luck, there's ages away. Should respect my blood pressure or nicotine in me.
They're not spending the whole night there, aren't they? Come on, why are there still so many of them going around? How can we get to the guild like this? I think I'm gonna have to spend the rest of the night here, unfortunately. When news comes to that, I think I can find a good opening and can force our way through. Just a case of finding one. I don't think that's a good idea. We need to be careful and rest while we can. As it sounds, not buying it's a real reason. I'm gonna go with Shara. I can't let my emotions get the better of me. There's no guarantee we're even safe here, you know. I still think the safest option is in the long run to get to guild, no matter what we have to do to get there. What do you think you're going? I think the second floor is a better place to rest than the first. We'll find it easier to escape from here than we would from below. This should be a good spot. Wait 1 damn minute. This is your safety we're talking about here. You could stand to listen to me. Let's remember you're chilling carefully for the rest of the night. They're not going to give you the opening you want, or at least I don't believe they will. We've made it this far, so I think it would be best for us the rest of the night to be machine trying tomorrow, don't you? Trying to do what? Pardon? You're still hiding something, aren't you? For one thing, you're awfully familiar with the city for someone who claims it's their first time here. You seem to know a lot about those men and what they will and won't do, too. What exactly are you really after? It's as plain as day at this point, you just want more than just not to be caught by them. If that wasn't the case, you wouldn't have asked me to be shown around the capital. Not that I think that's what you want either. What's your real goal? Well, no answer? The work we do is based around trust. We can't accept requests from people who won't tell us what they're up to, or who knows what kinds of crimes they could be abetting. Go on. The whole thing about that inheritance was a big fat lie, wasn't it? Something about you'd been setting off alarms since you started running around together. Strike that, since you first came to the guild. Why did you lie to me? The story about the inheritance is true, I swear it. I want to go to Gransel Castle. I really am the one to whom my grandfather gave his fortune. But I haven't finished the necessary procedures to truly inherit it yet. Until I complete the required paperwork in Gransel Castle's administrative room, I'm not legally allowed anything. That's why there are so many of those men in black around the area. All of my relatives know exactly what I need to do, you see. They're trying to make sure I can't do it. Still, if I don't keep trying to move forward, I'll... Yes. Okay, for argument's sake, let's assume that I believe all of what you just said. Why am I only hearing about it now? That is... You thought I wanted on that money, didn't you? If I did and I knew everything, I'd have all the opportunities a greedy girl could dream of to get one together with you. That's what you thought I'd do, isn't it? I'd play along and steal it all for myself the second a chance presented itself. Do I look like that much of a scumbag to you? No, you don't. It's not at all. After I lost grandfather, I lived all on my own. But the second his will became public, I had crowds of people descending upon me. People who, like you said, were interested only in claiming his fortune for themselves. They all started living mine in my grandfather's house, and before I knew it, my once peaceful life was shattered. One day someone would push me down the stairs, and I'd taste something funny in my food. These kinds of things began happening on a regular basis. Legally, they were my relatives as I was minor, so there was very little I could do. I tried reasoning with them at first, but in the end, I had no choice but to leave home myself. I went down the highways alone, going from place to place and trying not to be discovered. Either while I could hopefully avoid being caught that way, I'd eventually just be declared as missing and presumed dead. Besides, after I had left once, even if I did go back home, I knew I'd probably be locked up somewhere and reported as still missing regardless. Father's will would be declared as invalid in time, and my relatives would blissfully share their newly bequeathed wealth into. I hated the thought of that happening. That was why I decided to return here to the capital. Even if it's the last thing I do, I will formally inherit what he wanted me to. That was why I decided to try and get an escort from someone I could trust. It's not that I don't think I can trust you, not at all. And, I will admit that wanting to explore the capital was a lie. I'm sorry for deceiving you. Oh, cruddy moron. I just said all that from the beginning and saved us a lot of a headache. If I'd known what you were trying to do, I would have been able to formally escort you to where you want to go. And the guild would have been a safe place for you to hide out too. Would have ended up in its dump instead. I suppose you're right. I was just scared. I'll never be able to forget what I saw that day. What I saw in the eyes of everyone who gathered here with the will read. The horror I felt when I saw it. Madness, insanity, cold, murderous light. Emotions that no one can explain, that no one can put into words. It wasn't visible for long before they managed to push it back below the surface out of sight. But it was still there. Because now, I believe there's something all of us possess naturally. Human beings are capable of limitless cruelty. Every one of us. That realization has left me terrified of us all. Not that I don't trust priests, but I've been so scared. I'm so sorry. I know I shouldn't have wasted your time with any of this. I should never have gotten you caught up in all this when you were busy enough already. Just feel like, listen. Huh? It's my policy to give 100% to all work I undertake. Don't underestimate me. I know I should be apologizing to you. Be strong and to live with my head held high. I still believe I was right to feel that way, and yes, I lived my hardest into it. Made me notice there's something wrong with my attitude. I'm not going about it the right way. I'm realizing you that I want to be able to keep living with pride in my every step. I'm not saying sorry, okay? I just want to see us show through to the very end. So, what was it in Grensel Castle we need to go again? The administrative room. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is noon. Noon today? I better leave any time at all. Why are you even telling me this now? It had to be far within a month of the deceased passing away. That's the law here in Libel, apparently. Perhaps no goodness. Your stuff. I bet Colonel's all by heart, though. He did seem like the type who might. Let's get going. We don't have any time to waste. As long as we do as we discussed earlier, we should be able to handle this. We're getting inside the castle, and not going to stop us. Sherazad, I really am glad that you were the one who answered my request. The more time I spend with you, the more I realise you're really someone dependable, who relies on their own strength to live. I'm blowing my merits out of proportion. Also, can we stop with the Miss Sherazad now? What you say makes my name sound ridiculously long. Is it? It does. It feels like conversations take twice as long as they should because of it. Well, if you insist. I know you know all there is to know about what I want to do. I'd like to formally request again that you escort me to Grensel Castle. You got it. You'll get there, I promise you that. Thank you. come eventually. It's the last chance after all. Hold on, where's the kitty speak for dummies? I'm pretty sure that's just like, hey, me bags or something. Need to walk her down. I like that. This is also failing to translate. What? There's something I'm missing here. Whatever, just meowing. You're kidding me, a cat? No, wait a sec. Else inside. Guard down. Oh. Here to her. Too late. Just knock the sepet out of him. Oh, what are you doing? Why would you miss? Then, oh. Maybe some more of those grenades would come in handy, I don't know. Oh, that works too.
Seems you put it short.
Sadist whip? Yes, thank you. This is good. Now's a chance, Ina. Alright. There's more of them? No. Did you finally show yourself? What's the hold up? Why didn't you make an example out of them yet? Work on its wedding, gotta move on. Really good at grimacing at us, kids. Hope you didn't expect just to be able to walk away after showing yourself. First, I'm gonna kill you. That young lady can live a little while longer. So useful. As long as you get her to write her own will, we'll save us having to forge one later. Do you think this will be that simple? I think I was saying, that is going to nervous, you got nothing. I know. It's not run, right? Yes? I'll take all these guys on myself. I'm doing that, you run. What? You can't take as many opponents on yourself, that ain't just winning you. I'm gonna beg for mercy, I take it? You got something you need to do, and so do I. So let's just do them. Don't worry about me, as if I have any intention of dying here. Walking. Go, Ina. I said go! Little trouble there, Sherazad. What? Who the hell are you? Kurt? What are you doing here? You've gone, I'm affiliated with the Gransel branch of the guild. I see nothing odd about my presence here. Well, I know, but having you seem to realise exactly what it is you must do. I can't say I'm as pleased about how willing you appear to throw away your life without first exploring other options. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, your decision from the perspective of Bracer. I would like you to give a little more attention to your surroundings. I'm well aware that you seem staunchly opposed to relying on others, but take a good look at the situation you're currently in and tell me exactly what it is you should read. But, can you take care of things here for me? Certainly.
Go! Rise, storm, from the space between sky and sea!
Maybe you need to get more dudes if you just... Oh, whatever. Now I know. Right. Anyway, I should take care of this guy. Ah! What? Sorry for the delay, Kurt. Oh no, I've not taken care of this. You should do fast work. But I'm more surprised to see the obstinate lady finally came to her senses. She was in this ice brat, she was more like a wild boar, charging forward out stomach to take a look around her. I've always known she's what it takes to be nice and brace her. Been lost sight of something important, put it back on track. Given the opportunity, she was a perfect lady for doing so. She'll be able to get much stronger than she is now that she's right herself, I'm sure of that. To be young again. It acted like we're not even here! Look at both! I'm even doing. Oh no, there's no need to be so hasty. Catching her isn't even necessary to plan as far as I'm concerned. It's noon bell chimes. As that may be, but in fantasy the well and she's getting the money, plus you have to share with everyone else. With our share will then be going down. I'd like to avoid that for him. Don't you worry, we've got plenty of options. But you're only dealing with a single young girl. What? Hi. Oh dear, what are you doing here, Anna? I keep telling you how dangerous it is to keep go venturing outside. On all alone. You blind old man? She isn't here alone. Oh, I can see you getting in my way. Looks like you didn't care if they can line in the process. A very good shot. I think a marksmanship in exactly forte. Sorry, sir. Charizard. Let's just force our way through here. We don't have time to mess around. Got it. Time to come along home, Lorna. I was waiting for you, though. I'm going to take a great delight in it. There's still that EP that I definitely have to spend. Well, wouldn't it be really cool if she finished it off? Oh well.
Seems you came up short.
Boy, he rubbed me the wrong way. Can I give him another crook on my whip? Just leave him. I can't even bring myself to feel anything towards him anymore. I don't think he was originally a bad person, though. I'm around when the whole inheritance matter is settled. You really think so? I think you're being naive, to be honest. He's trying to kill you, you know. If there's anything to cause trouble again, I'll hit him myself. With this bag. That's painful. What are you doing? Oh, what an idiotic new habit out here. You there, throw down your weapon at once. I'm from the Bracer Guild. The guild? So, still, what's a Bracer doing here? Unless you may recognize guild, but that doesn't make it right for you to cause commotion right outside the castle. I had a reason to believe these people are responsible for numerous criminal acts in the capital. I'm talking about for the sake of peace and order in Gransel, and the safety of his people. Could you do me a favour and arrest them? I haven't covered that part yet.
Well, very well. Ordinary, you'd be taking you away as well, but I'll let you off this time. You know what to do? Right. You may have gone away without punishment this time. You're supposed to be lucky next time you try and overreach your authority. Protecting the capital is our job, but we'll show no mercy to anyone who cause trouble, race or otherwise.
Oh, is it? Cool. Can I ask another favour then? There's a bunch of their friends still in the city. You couldn't take care of those, could you? Of course, last I saw, I was with them, so you probably won't have to lift a finger there either.
Ugh. You two, follow me.
Ugh. Open. I never used to dealing with the army. Oh, I was just impressed by how much authority the brace badge wields. You know what? Kind of cool. That was the first time I've tried using my badge like that, I'll have you know. Never mind the badge now, we're running out of time, we need to hurry. Right. We're finally here. I can't believe it got like you to keep up with running full throttle. Anyway, get that paperwork done, quickly. I'll be watching from here. Okay, I'll be quick as I can then. Put a signature on this, okay? I'm really happy for you. Congratulations. Charizard? Looks like getting a witness to sign this. Witness? Wouldn't be willing, would you? Sure, if you're okay with me doing it. Of course I am, silly. In fact, I want it to be. And I'd be happy to. I never thought the day would come when I would be called as a witness for something like this. Or that the day would come when I'd be able to proudly say I was a senior bracer. Or that I would be able to feel overwhelmed with pride over something in the first place. Signed, Ida Holder, shall hereby inherit the property of Saul Jeanholm, as outlined in his last will and testament. Thank you, Charizard. It's finally over. That's this request wrapped up, right? Actually, no, there's one more thing I need to do. Oh, we're still not done? Could you possibly bring me an application form? Make a donation to Her Majesty's Welfare Foundation. Cheers! I still can't believe you gave all of that money away. Like, maybe you don't need all of it, but you still need some to live, right? I suppose you're right. What I did was a little strange. But I made up my mind to do this in the very beginning as a matter of principle. When I said I didn't want to do any of it for money, I meant it. Still, congratulations on becoming a senior bracer. I'm not sure what the difference is between a senior and junior bracers, but let's get this something you really worked for. It means I have more authority, but I've got a lot more responsibility to go with it. It also means to get a nice new badge, but I wasn't even interested in that personally. Oh, really? Yep. I hear that. So you're finally beginning to understand the necessary mindset to be a bracer, But this might look like alcohol to you, but it's actually drinking juice. This is admittedly a cause for celebration. I'll turn a blind eye to your drinking too. Just don't go drinking so much that interferes with your ability to do your job. Fine. What is it? Really well, Charizard. You're now a senior bracer. It means you must behave with more responsibility. So I expect to see an end to you drinking in every free moment between jobs, day or night, and sneaking out at night. I also expect you to no longer discover that you've been taking advantage of the busiest times of my schedule to behave like a drunken lunatic. Is that really what you usually do, Sherazad? You sound like a tried and true troublemaker. Say anything? Are we clear? Yes, sir! There's no need for the sir, of course. Both senior braces now. You are both on equal standing. I am hardly even a veteran. I'm still very much a rookie. Regardless, this isn't what I'm here to discuss. The matter I came for concerns your uncle, Ina. I hate to make you aware of the fact that Racer Guild is capable of asking for leniency in this punishment. Hiring a Jaeger Corps for personal use carries a very grave punishment, you see. A Jaeger Corps? You're referring to this men dressed in black? It's one of the many corps known being active here in libel. Recently, there have been many such corps making their way into the country. They've been successful in finding work, too. Hiring them is, of course, very illegal, but with the army slow to act as they currently are, I've taken this chance to take care of them, though, so we shouldn't see any sign of them in the future. Take care of them? All of them? That makes sense. It wasn't a coincidence you showed up when you did. Been investigating all the Jaeger corps and libel so you could start an operation of wiping them out? Henry seems so swamped. Jaegers in this country have been targeting wealthy individuals in the hopes of getting them to sign contracts. There have been countless cases like this all around the country, like civilians getting caught up in the warring for goodness. The case we're dealing with here was no exception. It was the Jaegers who came to your uncle rather than the other way around. Right? It's not to feel too much sympathy under these circumstances, but in a sense, your uncle was a victim of this as well. What? What are you trying to pull? Just because the Jaegers approached him the other way around, he's a victim, then he deserves to get off with a slap on the wrist? And Ina's supposed to be just okay with that? He tried to kill her! Sarah, please calm down. You shout. I'm sorry, but still. No one is saying he doesn't deserve to be punished for his actions. All I'm here to say is that if, and only if, Ina wishes, the guild is able to request leniency in his sentence. That is all. Oh. Make a decision immediately. Rushing will take roughly a week as it is, based on what I've heard. You had no responsibility to even make any choice at all, so please don't feel as though you have to think hard about this. Please be aware of the possibility of forgiving exists. That's all. Alright. Then you should ever find yourself in need of assistance or anything in the future, the Brace Guild is always available to aid you. Certainly our omnipotence are infallible, at least able to strive to do what we can to aid those who truly want our help. Thank you. I'm really sorry for not telling you about the whole story from the start too. Please don't be. The situation you were in, your reluctance is quite understandable. Furthermore, currently, whether you're being a full-fledged bracer should be able to tell roughly what the client wants just from looking at them. They should also not, under any circumstances, try to chase away a potential client in genuine need. Oh, still got a long way to go then, huh? Certainly, but don't we all? Alright, I said what I came to say, so I'll be excusing myself. Oh, really? You just sent you on his for one drink. Worry not, I still have my duties as a guild receptionist remaining after all. As for you, Shara, careful you don't have too much water. God, why is it always gotta be so secret? Oh, actually, how about you, Ina? Can you handle your liquor? If you can, you should join me for a few drinks. Well, alright then. You sure? Really sure? Of course! You've done so much for me, so how could I refuse? Join you for a few drinks, the least I can do. Let's get to boozing. Tonight's gonna be fun. Oh, wait, see what a prim and proper girl looks like. This is gonna be awesome! Well, cheers! And that's when Shara discovered you can, in fact, out Pizza the Hut. Seen girls just like her on the other side of the river. Silky blonde hair, beautiful blue eyes, white skin. Less blissful children on the other side, just like royalty and smiling like angels. Seeing them, I ask myself the same question over and over again. Why was I on that side? I envied them. I hated them. I both longed to be one of them and rejected their very existence. I knew the answer to my question from the very beginning. I despaired of myself. I tried to avoid others getting too close, believing that to be what I need to do to live. It never completely get rid of the tiny lingering hope deep in my heart. Eventually, no matter how long it took, things would finally come where I could smile from the heart. That the day would come when I'd finally be able to accept and forgive myself for how I was. Next day, I never to the Brace Guild and mentioned the desire for Uncle to be shown leniency as a sentence. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to accompany her, having been drunk under the table by her the night before. Silly, silly little...
Great!
Heaven's Eye. Wait, we already got that. I guess there's a fairly powerful one all the same. And I don't really know what I can give up anymore. Are you serious? That only took like an hour and 20 something minutes. Oh yeah, yeah. I can't watch you now, it's too early. I do feel a headache coming on. Let's review the doors real quick actually. Star doors and the sun door. I cannot remember which ones were which. Or rather, I can't remember which ones we've done and which ones we haven't. So... we've done Sundal 1, obviously. Well, we tried to do Sundal 1, and it completely thrashed us. We've got Sundal 2 and Sundal 3. I think it's Sundal 2. I can't remember. We'll still need to do, Sundal 1 to the end, so we can get the good ending or whatever, I don't know. Some of the startles. I should have been writing this down. Oh my god. I should have really been writing this down. Why is there not an indicator? Like, I feel like that's the barest minimum thing you could do here is indicate which ones you've gone through and which ones you haven't. But they didn't. But sometimes this game is just vexing, you know? What's the temperature right now? This headache's actually really going to annoy me, isn't it? 32. That's still 32. Okay, what's it? Right, but we've done all 4 of the moon doors so far, so we just come off with moon door 5 and then that's that. The star doors, we definitely missed quite a few. Sun door. Let me look up the star doors actually, maybe, news. Right, so we've definitely done Stardoor 3, because we've got the recipe for it, right? Luxurious lunch, yes. That is awful, I thought. I don't know. Right, I think we just go through all of them except for the... Oh, and I was kind of thinking I should save them all for the end, but they also offer really good things. Julian Muller, okay?
Take it.
Do it!
I feel like I've done this one. Hold on. Vein quartz. We'll find out in short order, won't we? According to Mimi Fragment and my blessing. Roughly 2 months after the crisis struck, life came to an end. Hi, Queenie. Hi. That concludes my report on all that transpired here 2 months prior. Well, thank you enough for your above and beyond efforts, Captain. Bringing an end to the chaos and restoring hope to its people was no easy task. You should truly be proud of yourself. Your Majesty, please. I've done nothing to deserve such praise. I would beg to differ, and it's why I want to thank you on behalf of everyone of Lightpool citizens. Not only do you ensure our safety, you went from place to place aiding in the restoration as well. And I continue to be just as busy serving as the leader of the Royal Guard. Therefore, the thanks you get. Really, I'm proud of you, Captain. I am honoured, Your Majesty. I believe I'll be able to fully present you with at least one medal for your achievements at a later date, too. General Morgan seems to think of promotions almost assured as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds in store for you. But, Your Majesty, I must object. The only reason this crisis resolved at all was because the efforts of countless people, all of whom gave their all for Libel's sake. My contribution was but a minor part of a much, much greater whole. I don't feel it would be appropriate for me to be medals or promotions. Captain, I agree that countless people contributed to achieving the peace we now have. Everyone who fought, who tried to protect their loved ones, and who endured the suffering they faced contributed in some way. But I believe it's clear to everyone that without the Arcel, the crisis would not have seen a conclusion in it. No one who commanded the Arcel was... Maybe that as it may, Mel does one thing, and possibly consider accepting promotion. Yes, I've barely spent all that much time in my current position. So assuming one thing, greater responsibility. There's no need to be so honest. In my opinion, you've accomplished much more in your current position than you seem to believe you have. Actually, propose you take the rest of the day off. How would you feel about that? Eh? May I ask why, Your Majesty? I'm not sure I quite understand. As I mentioned, I want to show my thanks to you for what you did. I believe there would be better ways to do that than formal meetings like this. You still need to have some rest too, given how exhausting going back and forth between military HQ and the castle practically every day must be. I've even been receiving requests from members of the Royal Guard saying that they would like you to take a break as well. I'm terribly sorry you had to listen to such complaints, Your Majesty. It was certainly not my intention, and that you should be troubled so. Lux, Leon, both know them. I always tell them as much as every time they see me, but I can't believe they chose to bother Her Majesty with the issue. As such, I'd like for you to take the remainder of the day and use to relax. That way you can return to your duties tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready for work for the good of this nation. Very well. If that is your wish, Your Majesty. I, Captain Union Swartz of the Royal Guard, consider a person to take leave of my duties for the remainder of the day. Promotion. Ordinarily, seeming would be cause celebration. Good morning, Captain. Good morning, Captain. They've been given the rest of the day off. That's right, yes. Amazing, would you? No, that's what I was just told myself. Well, not amazing, really. I was trying to make sure everyone knew over the communication network from Leyston. Your Echo appealed directly to Her Majesty, even. Directly? Can't believe it. He did look like he had something he wanted to say to me last time I saw him. What is it with them? Could have helped preparing our sale too, though. There appears to run a little blind schedule too. Oh, I think going over there. You needn't worry about the ourselves repairs. The reason those three are still there at Leyston Fortress is that they wouldn't take no for an answer and insist on staying. The repairs are currently being carried on to Gustav, the maintenance chief in the SCF. They'll be completed properly. Incidentally, you know if Her Highness left already? Yes, in fact. Claudia left that long ago if you're looking for her.
She's gone to expect the Royal Villa. I'm not aware of this.
Your Grace, I was not. I'd very much like to accompany her, if I'm truthful.
I suppose it comes to a surprise. You've always been wanting to put yourself forward to escort her at every opportunity. I'll say I understand why. Simple escort jobs are well below your contract.
I suppose so.
Still, I'm sure she's well. She has a number of trustworthy guardsmen with her. Not to fit her too much.
Of course, you're right. Thank you, Your Grace.
As we're leaving Philippa, there's work to be done.
Just a moment, Your Grace.
Just trying not to be too downhearted. What are you doing, Philip? I said there's work to be done!
My apologies. Oh, there's Nikita. Hi, Jen! Hi! Welcome back. Next time, Mr. Hannes yet again. I've been so busy with our duties, no wonder it keeps happening. Don't tell me you've got another lesbian pining in this damn thing. Incredible how much has changed.
Tell me about it. Apparently he's often seen your initiative and working genuinely hard lately. There's the one who proposed paying compensation out a while back too. I thought it was good for nothing to stop, but maybe it's smarter than that.
Finally showing you shares Her Majesty's blood after all. You're on duty, enough idle chatter. My apologies, Captain. Just seemingly aware I'll be absent from the Captain for the remainder of the day. Expect the two of you to take care of things here in my absence. It's impossible to escape lesbian pining. Especially not in Charles. I mean, it's just a Chloe we're talking about here. That girl is like a girl magnet. No, she's a girl gravitational well. It's like she draws in women. It's incredible. Not that I want to. We're all suffering and enjoying it. Actually, because we all. Mum. Being granted day off is all well and good in theory. I've been one in so long I haven't a face to know what to do with it. I go shopping, have some business work on my equipment. Maybe best just return to my room and reading a book. No, I need to do more than simply rest of my time. I need to use it productively. I know. Wouldn't it be nice to take a light stroll along the scenic route? I haven't done that in ages. Be an excellent use of my time, even. Gravitational. Is he really Junior Lieutenant Gransel? she? Where is she? Ah! Oh my god! Look at them! Look at them! There's a whole swarm of women clawing for her. Ay ay ay. Where is she? Where is she? Please don't push. Oh, please calm down. What exactly is going on here? Captain? Oh no, why do you have to come now? Didn't you say please retreat back to the castle once? Julia! What? Ah! Here it is! Ay ay ay. I don't think we even had this music before in the game either. They're just like massless it up. You know, everyone having a break. What the devil is this? Yeah! Larger games. Captain Swartz, the castle case for the time being. You're unhurt, are you? No, I'm fine. What just happened? Well, appear to be some rather ardent fans of yours, Captain. You did have a rather large number of fans throughout the morning. Where did you relate to all of this? Fan letters? Apparently some magazine company put a special feature on you yesterday. Full of information on what you're up to in the Flying City. Oh, that reminds me. You people who played from the live music came while you were away. They're putting together a feature capitalizing on popularity, so want to get the material for it. I think I've heard enough. I can probably fill in the rest myself. Why am I getting this kind of... Excuse me? No, I've got to pick the hook for that phishing scam, for real. I was just like, okay, are they a bot or are they just like really socially awkward? No, they're a bot, they're a bot. Like, you know they're a bot when they ask, what's your Discord handle? When I have Discord integrated into Twitch. So you physically can't, like, you don't need to ask me. You can literally just like go into Discord through the 2 links provided. Or you can go to my other accounts and find it there instead. Or, you know, you could just look up my username on Discord, which is the same as my Twitch handle. Like, the bots are just... I am so grateful that I get so much attention from, like... No, I can't even joke about it. I'm not grateful. I'm just tired, boss. Anyway, yes, most illegible butch is like confused. Why do people find me hard? Why are they desiring me? What's going on? Gosh, I wonder. I bloody well wonder. Oh, maybe she likes someone special. Imposter syndrome. Imagine being able to, like, cause the entire crowd of women to fall over with just a single wink. You're like, oh man, I'm really just not that cool, am I? Girl, I wish I had even half of what you had. Doesn't matter, she praised me more than I deserved, but... all I really want to do is protect her highness, that's all. That's what I want to do now, but The opportunity to actually go there to school already seems to present itself to me. I must be forced to accept this how things will be going forward. Thank you for your time today, Archbishop. I'll conduct mass again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Could I ask you to pass that on to Majesty?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi, Sparky! Oh, it isn't Julia. I wasn't expecting to find you here. Something the matter? Oh, not at all. Good to hear you, Archbishop.
You again, Julia. Haven't seen you some time. You had me a little concerned.
I'm terribly sorry for worrying you. I'd like to apologize for not attending mass at all.
Oh, it's not trouble. I'm well happy as you are. Well, let's continue busy times you face as this. No matter how busy you may become, you must never lose sight of yourself. When it is most, always close at hand.
Thank you, Archbishop. I'll take what you have said to heart.
Excellent, no, excuse me, I really should really be on my way.
Day, Archbishop. Suddenly getting aggressive. Okay, I've blocked them on Restream, but I haven't blocked them on Twitch. Hold on. Why does my audio cutting out? Again, like, this should be just one of the apps. Ugh. That should be that. Archbishop Current, please wait. Need your boots, your clothes, and your motorcycle. Everyone, please move a little further from the castle gates. Please, just a little more. Could you please remain calm? Julia! She's coming out, she's coming out! Oh, this classic. Eh? Oh, she's the Archbishop's sister.
However, we'll move aside, let's pass.
Let me at him. Sorry, I already killed him.
Looks like you're planning on working, Julia.
Fortunately, yes. I'm sorry for causing you trouble yet again.
Not to worry, you have my sympathies even. There seems to be some very fervent admirers back there. Hmm?
Major Vanda? What's he doing here? Oh, in the flyball!
It is quite a surprise. I was aware you also assist the church, Captain Swartz.
You can tell? Well...
I should be back in Erebone, but I still have a little cleaning up after that fool to do. Don't have having to come back here in the end. I'd like to take time to go and greet you, but the chance ultimately never presents itself. Unless I'm pleased we're able to meet again, Captain. Was his sister Julia now?
Major!
Excuse me, there's a little point to try and disguise your attention from this man. Perhaps you need mother? Regardless, my preparations to make for this afternoon's mass, so I should excuse myself. Good day to you both.
Archbishop? Many people have humorous, as they say. True.
That was a famous Archbishop Cup?
Yeah, he's still there, you know. This game was not made for widescreen resolutions.
Famous Archbishop Karen, was it? Perhaps I should have taken a chance to introduce myself properly to him.
Major? I should probably explain how I ended up in this situation. You see, I'm just gonna stay a little while longer. I'm getting closer to Julia. This is finally gonna be my chance. She's... The lesbians, they're starting to make their way back. They find me here, I'm doomed.
Do you like, Captain? I'd be happy to help you disguise yourself.
Pardon?
I can't pretend to be familiar with the situation, but I can see you are comfortable with being discovered here. In these situations, your instinct may be to hide, but I believe the best thing to do is the exact opposite. Works for you, I'd be happy to accompany you somewhere a little safer.
Oh, my, thank you. Julia. Please do, right away.
My pleasure.
Never mind, I suppose it's just my imagination. Must have been.
Well, the stairs seems to be empty. It's far enough, do you think?
Should be. I can't apologize enough for this, Major. Oh, she doesn't have a hat, she Nikki. Having decent, you might start making some other during one this season.
I think nothing of it. I'm used to having to run around without being discovered. Usually because all the videos cause someone in a predicament.
I can see that. It's not ashamed of what happened though. Having a simple commotion like that ruined my plans to go outside of the city. I wasn't able to calm the situation at all. I wouldn't even want to leave the castle without resorting to disguise.
Do you have any reason to be playing yourself a captain?
I'm afraid I must disagree. I'm the Royal Guard. Look, I get that being called a member of the Royal Guard is really cool and all, but every single time I read that word, I get flashbanged by, like, that one Devil May Cry meme of Dante doing, like, the Royal Guard, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and it just completely ruined the phrase for me, you know? I've got to ship these two and Julie with every other like thing. As we said before, she's the honey and the vinegar they crave. She draws them in. In the coup d'etat, I was powerless. She hadn't been able to protect her highness. She ended up being captured and placed in danger. The same is true with Ransom was attacked by Ouroboros too. Not only could I not protect her majesty from being in danger by them, I wasn't even able to be anywhere near her. I, of all people, should have been right by her side in her agony. How dare I learn of what happened only after the fact? I don't fit to even serve them.
Please, stop trauma jumping in general. I can certainly understand your frustrations, they're safe, are they not? Really, that's what counts above all.
Just as
we wish to be, no human is omnipotent. Neither of us are any exception.
I understand that. At least I want to be. I think that's worse. I now find out there are magazine articles about me, making me out to be some kind of great hero. There's even talk of me being promoted. I don't even feel like I've done my job in any way that's worthy of praise. Never mind anything to deserve being given a higher position. No, none of that is what bothers me most. People want to give me greater praise than I deserve to let them. And receiving a promotion in itself will cause me unhappy. More than the opposite, on paper at least. But in reality, it will result in me becoming busier because of my new duties, which will result in me ending up even further away from my highness than I am now. I'm a little envious of you, to tell the truth, Major. I've always been able to go and escort Prince Oliver to feel like it's the most natural thing in the world. You weren't always by his side, but you were there when he needed him most. You did more than escort him too. You were able to help him and aid him in ways beyond the call of duty. By comparison, I can't seem to be able to help her highness at all. I can't even lend her an ear when she's plagued with worry. She got her two girlfriends. Why can't I one? She was agonizing over whether to assume her position as crown princess. I couldn't do a single thing for her.
I feel somewhat reluctant to give my opinion here, as I can hardly pretend to be well versed in your situation. Where I stand, your position seems the more fortunate one.
So, exactly what you mean, Major?
I didn't mean to offend you, so I apologize if I did. Rejecting that fool is a task that was thrust upon me the moment I was born. Between us, I find myself envious of your natural loyalty to the one you serve.
The moment you were born? Alright, you're a Vander.
And we're a military family, you traditionally says the Imperial family, yes. My luck for anything less than a hectic life ran out the second I was given it, I fear.
That's certainly a great responsibility to be destined to fulfill. Especially when you're chosen to protect Prince Olive and other people.
Quite so. Still, my point stands. I do believe that it's a happy, fortunate thing to be able to serve and devote yourself to those you genuinely care for. I may hardly be an expert on the subject, seeing as Her Highness is much less of a handful. Am I wrong?
No, I see your point. Perhaps you should see being able to sit and worry about something like this as a luxury. Although whether someone who isn't able to defend Her Highness can really be called a member of God is another issue entirely.
Captain? If you'd like, I'd be happy to teach you a good way to clear your head.
Clear my head, you say?
Indeed. Still, I'd like you to keep this off the record.
And it fades to black.
In one round duel, both arts and items may be used.
This is what you had in mind. I can't say I feel especially confident about my chances of defeating a warrior of the famed Vander family, but I'll certainly try.
There's no need to be so modest. Well, Captain, let us begin!
Woo!
Soul and sword are as one!
Oh. It's up. Bro, how? We just got here, what? Oh, that goes off my health. This World Cup thing people have been talking about? Seemingly. Yeah, excuse me while I heal that off. That's a nonsense.
For the sake of my master. Get ready.
I don't think the odds are in my favor much, are they? Yeah. Those cannons are better than ever, so right. Yeah, I haven't even scored really well in the most recent game, so that's cool. I say if I can in a little bit. I'm just gonna like poke him relentlessly, aren't I? Sorry, but I can heal. Good for the army of lesbians. Well, if it's in the army of lesbians. I got her. I could just use an MP as I would be finished. I was just gonna say, oh, maybe we got this in the bag. No. My craft does. Hey, stop spoiling the series, I mean. So mean. That looks like GG's. Yeah.
This is bad.
A bit of a good fight though. I don't think I need to win it though. I knew you would be formidable. Not quite like this.
Captain, may I ask you something? What did you lose by being defeated?
I'm not sure I understand.
The easiest way to determine the true worth of something is to imagine how things would be if you were to lose it. When you do that, you start to see things for how they really are beyond simple logic. Imagine you were to vanish from the world and you still possess the abilities. Would there be anything left lingering on your mind? Anything that worried you? Something that you wished you could do? So that's what you should do most.
Those are excellent questions, Major. Your Highness, I think I finally know what to do. I cannot thank you enough. Thanks to you, I can finally see the path I ought to take. It's Grassley. I'll be sure to take all you've taught me today to heart.
Just don't assume I thought any of what I've said or done today myself. I recourse to my uncle to clear away frustrations having to deal with my own insufferable charge. Well, it's probably about time. I thought about returning to Ervonia. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm feeling a hint of concern for his well-being.
Only a hint? Please give my regards to the Prince when you see him then.
I shall. Give mine to Prince Claudio as well.
As at that moment I made a decision in my heart. I would do all I could to support Her Highness, this nation's future queen. But to that end, I also resolved to accept whatever promotions I received. No doubt the further I moved up the ranks, the more chances to actually meet with her would decrease. But even if we can't meet in person, even if I have to do it from afar, I want to be able to support her. This decision is a selfish one. I do hope you can forgive me for making it. What the doomed Yuri is this? I was just at the point that like she spent a day off getting beaten up. I was somewhat reluctant to step in my shoe when she's busy working, but yeah. Your Highness? See? How come you're back here already? Oh, did you think I was still over at the villa? I expected to be too, but there weren't many people there today, so I was able to leave you alone unexpected. Ah, I see. I'm just surprised to see you here, actually. I thought you'd been given a day off today. Oh, you knew? Indeed, I had. I'm running into a friend I haven't had many opportunities to spend time with. The time we spent together simply flew by. And my deepest thanks to Her Majesty for giving me the opportunity. I'm happy to hear that. Happy. Julia, I realize this might feel left out from nowhere, but I'm deeply loving. Sorry, I'm just reminding the damn confession scene at the party. I want to thank you for supporting me. Goodness, that is out of nowhere. It is something I should have done ages ago. I can't believe it's taken me this long to say the obvious. I think my parents otherwise taught me how to do in their place. How to fight, how to act. Deltarune. How to think. It's like I'm only now starting to realize just how much of what makes me myself are things I learned from you. I feel like I've grown up always seeing you as a role model. My grandmother laughing at me once, pointing out how similar I am to you. Even the little things like how I walk and move, she said I'm just like you. Julia? Something the matter? No. Well, this time I really have been right by your side. I spent all this time worrying because I couldn't see her by mine. But as far as she was concerned, I was always right. I truly am your daughter. May I say something? I don't believe I'll be able to wait upon you as I always have it. But even now, I wish to do all I can to protect and support you. I wish to continue being a retainer, a friend, and your sister as well. And of course, in Trail, sister means something very different from it does in our world. So please try not to ever exert yourself in my absence. Even if I'm not able to be near you all the time, I still want to know you to know that you can always call upon me if you need me. Yeah. Of course I will. Though I can't promise I won't find myself unintentionally taking advantage of your kindness when I do. I'm always happy to have you to depend on, and I'll always be glad you feel that way. For Taylor's sake. I feel like that was a shorter way to... Lunch with the bird, we'll be getting KFC. This afternoon, they are to enjoy a few relaxing cups of tea together. Despite her initial resistance, Delia's day off proved to be much more enjoyable than she expected. And it seemed inevitable that the fragrance of the tea that she drank that day would remain in her memories forever. That was so sweet. What is this Septian thing? Increase all types of separate drop my monsters by 1 to 2. Oh yeah, isn't this like completely busted? Is this stack? Yes, I hope it's stack. Beated or... That was beated? That was nice! How do we get any better than that? Okay, 100 battle. Return to the Hermit's Garden, so I have here.
Together now.
Who's my... Oh, right.
You ready?
Together now.
Fine. Fucking words. So having all these defensive skills is so weird. I mean, the fact that she can summon Plasma Wave is pretty funny. I guess I could give it to Chloe. No, she's already kind of gone. She needs to get to the... 25 for quieter. Maybe 12 sick. She just needs more. Which frankly the best way to get it is just to get like mind 5 or something. Right, well someone needs to equip this and it's gonna have to be someone like Estelle. Sure, that's still irrelevant. Like save. Next door. We've got to have done 100 battles by now, right? Kevin in the main party, I'm sad. Kevin never again. Oh, thank goodness. Let's get beaten up. I really badly cut myself doing the washing earlier, and it's quite impressive when you realise the sharpest object I handled was a piece of foil. So I probably might just slice myself open with a piece of bloody foil. That happened. Put your memory fragment to my place. Enclosed a report on the damage dealt to the former Principality of North Ambria, Salt Pale. Also contained within is research on the Pale itself. Congregation for the Sacrament. Oh. This is boring. I don't want to read reports. Buildings. I hereby present this report to you, Your Holiness. I read the side of the goddess. This report contains classified information and may only be read by those with the clearance to do so. This section is the utmost secrecy and will spend black. Version of events after the Pale's appearance. First, 78, 5:45 AM. Such a report came in from Alas Cathedral in the then Principality, state of North Ambria in northern Cimmeria. It stated that a giant white pillar, so tall it appears to kiss the clouds, had appeared on the outskirts of the city. Bishop Alexei, the one who sent a report, behaved as if extremely unsettled by what was happening. By urgent order of the committee, 2 knights of the Grassfitter, 8th Dominion, aka the Royal Lion, and a squire, both of whom were working on another mission near our nation, were dispatched to perform a full investigation. Prior to the scene by the 8th Merkava unit, these know that Merkavas had recently been put into use at this point. They arrived promptly, and at 6:22 AM, this is what they saw. Enclosed is a photograph of the object now known as the Salt Pale. point, however, is far larger than the term pale would suggest, more akin to a massive tower that soared hundreds of arch into the air. The two knights provided the following observation regarding the situation at their arrival. We were met with a mighty hailstorm blowing in our direction from Helios. Also appeared at first, till we eventually realized the storm contained not ice, but silt. The object's surface is completely covered in silt, making it impossible to tell what it might actually look like underneath. The surrounding air has become powdered salt, and it falls to the ground like snow falling on a tundra. Guys born in pink skin. Oh, don't you start calling me Muggington too. The spread of the salinification process is stunningly rapid, and affected areas spread in the blink of an eye. By the time the grassroots arrived, the entire landscape of the capital turned to salt, and lives of many who lived there, like the aforementioned Bishop Alexei, had already been lost. Yet the spread did not stop there. After the salt pale first appeared, a vast coniferous forest area of the North Capital crystallized and collapsed. Bridges also collapsed, rendering all the main highways out of the city unusable. Please note by this point, the then ruler Prince Volmund had already fled the country to a nearby nation. 2 days passed since the Pale's appearance. At this point, roughly half of the entire principality had become a sea of salt. A sea salt? Sea salt! I need you, sea salt! Countless refugees had fled to the southern side of their country because the River Greaves stood between it and the affected area. Finally, 3 days after the Pale's appearance, the salinification process stopped at dawn. As a result, the knights were able to advance on the capital of Haliask with the hope of investigating the Salt Pale. That afternoon, they finally reached it. They found looked completely different from how the Pale had before they first arrived in Northumbria. In the centre of the salinified area, they found an object that was a mere 2.5 arch in height. Its surface no longer blanketed in salt. Rather, it looked as if something had been carved out of it. It is now believed that Pale's mass decreased as the salinification process progressed. In its smaller state, Pale had lost its power to turn swathes of the country's salt, but its ability to salinify was still very much intact. Anything that touched it, even for a millisecond, was instantly turned to salt. It was of the utmost importance to handle it with care. In order to complete the mission without physical contact, the grassroots required the use of the sacred tool Gleipnir, which was delivered to them from the high seat in Arteria. Since then, it has been kept closely sealed away deep within the high seat in Arteria. Still, while the recovery mission was ultimately deemed a success, the damage it already caused was equally vast and significant. No damage to the surrounding nations was reported, but it resulted in the destruction of 3 of the 5 administrative districts of the Principality, including its capital. Over a third of the total population, along with travellers from elsewhere, lost their lives. This is to say nothing of the emotional damage. Due to a sudden outbreak, the hearts of Northumbria's people were overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty. From a humanitarian and religious perspective, a swift response from the Septian Church was all but necessary. The decision was made to dispatch personnel to the region right away. On arrival, they set about rebuilding damaged churches and healing both the physical and mental people. Those who left orphaned in the crisis were taken into gospel facilities, where they would be cared for until adulthood. The northern region of the country, which had been turned entirely to salt, placed under the church's control, has been a restricted area ever since. Supplementary. After some time, the country's former leader, Prince Balmond, attempted to rebuild the government. But given that he had fled the country during his hour of need, caring only for himself and not his people, all authority he once had was gone. Following a year, the country's people led an armed uprising, and the Principality of Northumbria was no more. Eventually, elections were held, and the country became a democracy, thus bringing about the birth of the autonomous state we know of now. This is also when the former Principality's armed forces reformed as a vigilante corps. Given the extreme poverty of the state, however, the majority of said corps considered gathering foreign currency to be the utmost important. This is how the large-scale Jaeger corps known as the Northern Jaegers were first established. As far as the rest of Zemira is concerned, this is where the tale of the Salt Pale ends, but a number of very important questions still remain unanswered. Perhaps the most obvious of these is where it came from. Despite the considerable size of the object, and that it appeared on the outskirts of a populated city, no information is available regarding the moment it first appeared. The most popular theory is its appearance was due to something akin to spatial translocation. No hard evidence exists to support this or any other theory. Of more importance, however, is its positioning in the teaching of the Septian Church. The Pale is clearly different in nature to artifacts, and appears to be a more fundamental manifestation of the goddess's power of creations. With the limits of our knowledge at present, this is as far as we can get to the truth. There are some who propose it may be one of the Septarians, but no evidence has been found in legend or scripture to support this belief. Nevertheless, these questions and many others need answering, and the Congregation for the Sacraments continue to study the Salt Pale to this day. The most accepted proposal comes from those who believe the Pale should be seen as nothing more than a gift from Idios, and they continue to consider the various means for the Church to make good use of it. The most realistic of these plans is using it in the manufacture of a sacred tool used for execution. Parts of the Pale are cut away using high-pressure water, and is surrounded with a cylinder made from salt crystal, allowing it to be fired directly into the target without requiring the user to make direct contact. Ah. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, isn't this stuff what they mentioned at the end of the game? Of this the other game? Yeah. No, this is what they were talking about. A crossbow bolt that turns you to salt. Should the bolt make contact with a human target, the whole body returns to salt, killing them in a mere second. There are no means for reversing or stopping the process. This approach does not come without flaws. It seems unwise to be careless of an object we still do not understand the true nature of, for one thing. There are also humanitarian concerns of executing someone in this manner. Still, it has been mentioning that should there ever be a case where a target needs to be eliminated without fail, this would be the most surefire way to carry it out. It should go without saying that research on it is intended to continue. Appendix regarding the aforementioned sacred tool. Always being the sacred tool. Guard use execution. Okay, run it. Add the target. Target. Salt Pale. Careful. Wow, sorry. Orphaned by the salt. Wow. It's kind of like an ironic ending. Or, no, maybe not ironic, but fitting. You see, it all returns to nothing. Ew. So I guess I've just gotta live with that, huh? Wonder who this courier is. We simply will never know, will we? We've done this one, we got the increase. Maybe the man who talks to his fists. I think we know exactly. There's gonna be a combat lab. Cool.
All right.
Really only one man it could be, right? The man who talks this. Oh yeah, sure, I hope I haven't done this one before, because otherwise it's going to be a massive waste of time. Fixing selected. I need to look this up. If I have done this before, I'm gonna cry. The Yin Yang Quartz. I don't know if I've got that one yet. Here. Abnormal free. Not the member, I'm secure. Planning was what they're got tomorrow. Just took it to go. Well, it's part of the original plan, but she wouldn't have any of it. Surprise, surprise. So if you're gonna waste time going to see me, just get back to Calvert early and get some work done. Very well then. Doesn't sound like a position you look proud of. You'll do? And it's not like we'll never see each other again. That is very true. I'm not sure there's anything in Zimmer that can keep you two apart forever. Just like that to me too. Sometimes too. But regardless, I'm keeping on. Need to cover for tomorrow, coming right up. Yes, there's a branch of the Bruce Guild. Not yet. To speak, actually. Good. Oh. Professor Cochrane of the Cal Guardian Embassy. I'd like to invite you on a hot springs trip. What? Later. This place sure brings back memories. The atmosphere is so relaxing. It simply is. This gets feel so similar to our hometown. Still, Ambassador Cochrane have been going for a while. When I first heard about this whole trip, I thought it was just gonna be the two of us out here. Oh my, I must look disappointed it isn't. I'd be happy to take my leave, giving away your dream date with her. I'm good, thanks. She's not someone I've ever seen as a potential partner. Besides, it's you she wants to talk to, not me. It might as well not be happening if you're... Takes much to put you on the defensive, does it? Is it beyond you just play along a little? Just can't help but mess with people, can you? Well, you're in charge of the Zeiss Guild all the time, and Mason still has 8 braces left. Correction. I can't help but mess with you. I don't do this to anyone else. Would you be happy if that were true? Oh no! Last thing's... Saying you are weak. What do you not see in this woman? I've been waiting for you. Hey, Master. Ooh, it's hot here already, isn't it? Thank you for inviting us in. Something the matter, Zin? You seem oddly flustered. Me? No, I'm just fine. You're imagining things. You could blame your Ambassador. After all, he's a man on hot springs ship with 2 beautiful women. That's hardly a recipe for a calm and composed mind, is it? Knock it off, Killer Crab. I suppose not. You're a little younger, no doubt of it. I doubt I would be able to keep my hands off of myself. Alright, just business chick. She get hard. Miss Mahow's going to be making tonight's food herself by the sound of it. The serious discussion we might have after that. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Likewise. Gives me new intelligence as you set up in Calvert, huh? Right? Who knows the rocksmithing? Let's see. As the name suggests, there's going to be an organization that answers directly to the president. Really now? I see. I presume this so Parliament can't have any from the service operations? Correct. Perhaps this new agency's biggest advantage is that separate from all those issues and vices. The last thing we use an organization like this suffering from Parliament's failures to make prompt decisions or general attitude. Or being run in the same opaque and shady manner by a privileged few. Does sound like a good idea, I'll admit. Never going to be able to compare the Empire's Intelligence Division and libels all one if Parliament's all involved. Right. It would be difficult enough to get anything done in a nation with such a lack of unity.
like it's just the fate of countries to take in immigrants by the truckload, though. Honestly, I think the thing that surprises me is the fact the president's actually being proactive for once. It always struck me as a real conservative type. This isn't the kind of thing I thought he'd go for.
That said, given the state of the Republic right now, it's hardly surprising we choose to act this way. Outside the country, we've got the threat of a rapidly expanding Arabonian Empire, while within, we have terrorists and extremists. As enigmatic as words, we have an enigmatic society on them. Evidently, something has to be done, and I think he knows that more than anyone. Indeed. In the times ahead of us, we're going to need to be able to respond flexibly to a variety of unforeseen threats. Alright, I think our introductions match has gone long enough. By the time I get to them.
Yeah, you got something you specifically talked to Kiro about?
What position the edge that you hit off me?
Huh?
I love a sharp mind, Killiger. Most things are, of course, dead on. You've got talents that make you perfectly suited to join the agency, and are eager for you to be a part of it. That's why you'd be offered a position of division chief should you desire to join. And that's something President Rocksmith has proposed himself.
Wow. What led you to one being Prince Killiker anyway?
A fair question, I suppose. Originally this would be a scout's work. I've known the president on a personal level for quite some time now. So he took it upon himself to ask me to come to you personally.
That makes sense.
His reason for wanting me. Surely you know that without asking. Would you volunteer to said anyway? Naturally, your masterclass Taito skills are one reason for you selected by the president. But above all, he wants you for the exceptional analytical and information handling ability shown in your position in the guild. That's just what the new agency is going to require of us to succeed.
Well, I can't say this doesn't make sense to me. Now we're dumbfounded that you'd up an attempt to steal a capable member of the guild right in front of an active broker like this. That takes some nerve.
Well, I do think rather highly of you. I thought you would be able to mediate without letting such a trivial matter cloud your judgment. Still, what do you think, Calico? I'm not asking for an answer immediately, but I would like to know what's going through your mind. In proposal. At the same time, I'm not sure I have any reason to accept it. You have no reason to refuse it either. Am I right? Well... It's really you find yourself in such difficult. It's really you find it difficult to make judgments. With such a big decision to make, I can't very well fault you. I won't rush you. Take a night to think long and hard about it. So you could do that, you're here tonight. I'll ask you for your answer again. I'm looking forward. Of course. Oh, and one more thing before I depart. If you ask me, remaining in your position as simple good receptionist just isn't going to let you use your abilities to the fullest. Oh, a pleasant night. You're rather fast. Have you finished in the bath already?
Fast? Seriously? I was in there for an hour.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not often I see you looking this deep in thought.
I suppose you don't. I feel like I'm one step away from making a decision. I just need one last push to take it.
Oh, right. Oh. Being here like this with you really takes me back. It's been 6 years now since Masaru was passing. Looks like you went on a hell of a journey between then and joining the guild too.
I could say that. Going on the journey makes it sound like something I did deliberately, though. In reality, I just recognize is that I simply drifted from one place to place before ending up in one point where I settled. Much in the way a leaf that fell from a tree ends up floating down the river.
Were you able to find that answer you mentioned a while back?
No, I still haven't. Still, I do feel as though I found a conclusion of something.
What's that supposed to mean?
Reason. Why do you think I chose to take on a non-combat position like guild receptionist to begin with?
Would you want to follow the same path as idiots like me and Walter? I wouldn't follow either of us if I were in your shoes.
Not quite, although I'm not going to deny that the two of you are idiots.
Yeah, that was the one part I did want you to deny.
I wanted to find out the meaning of the living fist ideology, another advocate. I still believe that being able to better oneself through combat, while your opponent does the same, is a good thing in itself. As a warrior, it's probably close to the ideal way. Still, couldn't help but wonder why the ideology had to be based around the premise of fighting. I certainly understand the significance of living and dying as a warrior. I can also understand how one who lived that way would have no regrets in time to pass where I came. Nothing has changed within me in that regard since the day we used to train together. But with Father dead and Walter gone, I wondered whether there was some way to make use of the living fist without having to fight. That was when I started roaming the continent in search of one, and as I roamed, I found myself face to face with countless conflicts and acts of violence, and I felt powerless every time I did. That was how I came to encounter Leibold's guild. In Iraq, become one of those conflicts. Think about their ideology, putting the safety of civilians above all else. Made me feel that perhaps working under them would be my answer. That was what led me to start working for the guild. But even then, I wasn't able to run away from fighting completely.
The nature of humanity means as long as we exist, conflicts will never cease. Instead, what's important is not blindly preaching idealism. Preaching ideals will keep a firm eye on the reality of how to quell conflict. I'll tell you because words have never left me.
Nor have they left me. All the same, I've been looking away from you this time.
Come on now. You know full well it's not actually true. When he says reality, he's not saying fighting is the be-all end-all of quelling conflict.
That's what I'm trying to say. All these years, I haven't been trying to walk on my own 2 feet. Not at all. I've just been trying to find a new way to live my father's living fist analogy as an excuse to stand still, all while indulging myself in the comfortable environment the guild gave me. In that sense, I must be the biggest failure of father's student. I might not agree with the path Walter took. He, like you, has chosen his own path and started walking along it. You've been facing up to the living fist ideal of fathers and suddenly reaching your own conclusions on it. In your own ways, you've been able to face up to reality. I haven't. I've been standing still the whole time.
Biggest load of crock I've ever heard. You're walking forward just like we have.
What way?
Just the path you've been walking has been one for others rather than yourself. Wherever you think you've been helplessly drifting though, you've actually been building a bridge so others can easily cross it behind you. When the road is hard, you soften the ground so your fellow guildmates if you need a trek. There's no shame in your way of the living fists, it's as sure as mine and Walter's.
Are you trying to comfort me?
Sorry for not having a way with words. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is this. No. As a person, you're way too strong and way too serious. And at times, it's like those two things just end up restricting you and stop you from seeing things you otherwise could. So try and relax a little, right? Just a little. I bet you'll start seeing things you couldn't before.
Say, Zin,
That's it.
you'll be happy if I return to Calvert?
What brought that on?
Doesn't matter, just answer the question.
Okay. Vic, I guess I'd rather you be back home, yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. I decided I'm going to accept the president's proposal.
What? Just because of what I said?
Misunderstand me. All I wanted was some kind of reason to bring this journey to an end, as well as a place to make better use of my skills. This is the best night's sleep I've had in some time. I hope the two of you enjoyed your stay as well.
I know I did.
I'm feeling very refreshed, thank you. Refreshed enough to feel ready to take on a new position in the environment even. And then, I'd like to accept your offer. However, I have one condition for doing so. Oh, name it. I'm willing to join the President's new agency. I'm not willing to stop living in line with my own beliefs. As such, if I ever end up feeling the slightest doubt about the agency itself as being run, I'll do everything in my power to correct it from the inside using things at my disposal. If he still wants my membership after hearing as much, please tell him I accept his offer. Oh, don't worry, a problem at all. I think he may well be encouraging you to take the reins. I believe he shows you expecting you to fill that role should it be deemed necessary. After all, you have experience in an organisation which has managed to remain neutral and independent all this time. No mean feat. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Also, I'll need to get things ready for my successor. I won't be able to return to Calvert for 2 or 3 months. As such, I won't be able to start work till. That's perfectly understandable. Well, I look forward to meeting you again in the Republic. Likewise. Something in your mind?
Oh, I was just thinking about what you said back there. You said you'll need 2 or 3 months to get everything ready for a successor, right?
Yes, I did. What did?
Well, I'm guessing it's pretty busy over in Kalos right now. It doesn't sound like as though there's anything so urgent I need to be there now. I think maybe we could stay here for the next few months while you get things sorted out before I head back.
I'll be serious. There's no reason why you should stay around here and lie with me. Go back to Calvin.
It's so cold. It's me, you know.
But this is the truth. I'm spending enough time together whether we like it or not after I'm home. You don't need to go out your way to make it now.
Well... When... You don't need to rush things.
Then? What are you standing there for?
Oh! Sorry. You said that before something walk off your window.
That's nice. Yin Yang, I think, is the SP restore, right? Haze and heal, yeah. I know. Partially because it frees up a haze, and partially because it frees up haze, doesn't it? Alright, I think time for one more thing. And our next one shall be... Girl who entrusts her feelings to the blade. I don't know.
Roger.
It's not you, I don't know. So basically I'm a genius. I grant you the very fragment of my blessing. Fuck yeah. Let's see. Triangle up. It'll fix itself, I'm sure. Interesting. That's a surprise.
Us.
Allegren!
Something the matter? Like you to walk up right up to the 2nd floor without even looking at board and sit quiet like this. Being sick of eating too much ice cream or something, are you?
Oh, don't be silly. I'm not a kid anymore, you know.
Could fool me. Hey, well, you'll wonder why 3 full scoops first thing one morning. Later had to get stomach minutes in suspense. You're always playing tricks on me?
Let's just pretend that never happened, okay? Besides, that was back when I was a junior brace. That was forever ago. I learned my lesson after that, I swear. Now, I never have more than 1 scoop each morning.
Just have ice cream in the morning and all, you know. Oh, no matter. What have you been doing up here all this time anyway?
Oh, right. Well, you see, I got that from my pappy who lives a long way this morning.
Really now? Lawsman, if I recall, isn't he?
Yep, he's an instructor. He's real famous among sword practitioners, actually. A young high fee of the 8 leaves, 1 blades. I cannot possibly read that in a straight face. I'm sorry. Young Cafe of the Leaves One Blade School.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I know what the name before meeting you, but I was quite surprised to find out you were his granddaughter. You used to live here in Libel?
Surprised you know about that. Can't save any memories of when you was here though. I don't know when I was born, so how could I?
How long ago? I see. How's he doing? Well?
Anybody's there? Yeah, he's doing fine. I haven't had a chance to meet him in person for about a year now. Last time we had the chance to spar, I feel like he was silly babying me. You know, he's like 17.
You must be skilled to be treating an active bracer that way.
Huh? What's this on serious face?
Oh, it's nothing major, but I've been wanting something for a while. Why don't you stay here when you could join him?
Sorry, I'm lost.
You're aiming to improve your swordsmanship, aren't you? Feels like if you have a grandfather like that, the first way to do that would be go with him and polish your skills to his side.
That's, well...
It's not my place to be telling you what may or may not be best for you. Right, unless you needn't pay any attention to an old man like me.
No, that's not true at all. I really appreciate advice, so please don't think it's not your place to give it. I can never see where you're coming from in this. I do have my reasons for being here and all. It's just difficult to explain.
Oh?
I do want to learn more about swordsmanship and swords in general. It's not such a right that continuing training of Pappy would be the best and fastest course of action. That's not all I want to do in my life. I want at least as much, if not more, to know about what it means to be a bracer. I guess it's a case of wanting to learn more about swordsmanship as a bracer than as a swordsman. I didn't think I'll explain this.
Oh, I think I see where you're coming from now, actually.
Besides, Pappy once told me he taught me all of his technical side of swordsmanship, forms, crafts, and all that kind of stuff already. But I can master them all now it's down to me now. In that sense, I feel there's no specific need for me to train them nowadays. Of course, when I'm really advancing my swordsmanship now is another issue entirely. Which I can say for sure I was, but...
I see.
What's this side dream all of a sudden?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm really one for these kinds of serious discussions, so it's impressed to see you even capable of them.
Hey, I am so capable! Besides, you were the one that kind of pushed me into talking about this stuff first.
I'm glad I did too. Anyway, getting back to the point. What do you even say anyway?
Oh, right. Well, as surprising as this, let's actually go see Cassius Bry.
Cassius? One and only?
Yep, that's right. Supposedly, Pappy was invited by the Royal Army to be a guest instructor at some point a long time ago. That's when he trained Cassius too. Ever since, they had this kind of student-master relationship with one another. I see when I was away to go and see him 10 years ago when he decided to stop using a sword too.
Years ago? That bit around when he left the army and became a bracer then. Looks like a prompted him. So you to go visit Cassius now though?
Well, I guess he just recently found out that Cassius had returned to the army. Now he's wondering whether he might take this opportunity to take up the sword again.
Ah, gotcha. Once you go to ask for him.
And let him know what he says.
See. People really do end up connected in the strangest places in the funniest ways.
Tell me about it. Anyway, that being said, I kind of have a favour to ask.
One time off, I assume? Well, who might say no? You've got good cause to have it. I can even get in touch with the army instead of meeting Cassius if you want.
Really?
Really? I'll go and get that truth your grandfather wants for him. But in return,
In return?
you take care of every single one of the monster extermination quests on the board first.
Every single one? Aren't there like 5 of them right now?
They've all been a month sincere, will be no trouble at all for you as you know now. But that's no problem if Grant were around. But I had to lend him to Gilden Wood and he's still not back. I'm gonna have to pick up the slack here in his place, especially one time off.
Okay. I'll make sure I can really make some noise now. Very easily. I'm finally here. Right on time too. Okay, let's go bug Cassius. Can I help you? I'm not Selfield, a bracer with the guild. I come to meet with Brigadier General Brian.
Ah, I see, I've been expecting you. I'll pass on you right then. Might have to wait a little while before you can meet with the general though, I'm afraid.
Oh, right on time. There's something you're scheduled off?
Well, they must have, I can't pretend to know much more than you do. But the general's a very busy man, so it's not at all unusual for things like this to happen. Anyway, like I said, I'll pass on you right. I'm gonna have to ask you to wait out here for a while.
Sure, no problem. Like it's hard to break into that place. It's taking ages. The meeting is going to be cancelled or something. I really don't want to have to come all this way for nothing. I'll start fishing. Where's if I can't be the Cassius, can you go shopping in Bransell? I should probably be getting a new line of stuffed toys around now. Which ones to get? Maybe the bear? The crocodile ones would be nice.
Excuse me, Lindy. No, it could be, you know. Good day, sir. You must be Animals, I assume.
Yes, I am.
Welcome to Lyston Fortress. Jones Ring, please follow me.
Oh, thank goodness. I seriously thought I was going to have to go home without getting to see him.
I'm terribly sorry for the wait. Please follow me.
You got it, sir. Sorry, Lois. Cassius doesn't have enough aura for screen time. Cassius is like hypothetical aura.
You visitor, sir. Very good. May return to your duties. I'm really sorry about the delay there, Analyst.
Oh, don't be. I'm more than thankful you took time out of your busy schedule to speak to me with all.
These are good for someone with my old line of work. Been a while since we last met though, hasn't it? Been become a seasoned veteran before I knew it.
Not as you like to think I have. So nice to think I have. I can't have a stealth her ahead of me while she's abroad, can I? It's just what rivals do.
So they do. Looking forward to seeing just how much stronger the two you can become.
You won't be disappointed.
To the point. I was pleased to hear the old Master Cafe is...
Wait, is this thing really a cafe?
Cafe is still good health. I believe it was because of him you came here today.
Yes, that's right. I didn't realize you were an acquaintance of his before this.
Certainly am. In short, he's the man who taught me the way of the sword. It was over 20 years ago by this point. The first time we met was back at the military academy, so I studied under him. I still remember the harsh training sessions he gave here in Lyston like they were yesterday.
Really? Is there any special reason why you didn't say you knew him before? You was his granddaughter, didn't you?
I did. By the time I first met you, I had long given up the path of the sword. It didn't feel appropriate in your eyes to act as if I was a student in light of that.
Oh, gotcha.
Haven't seen him in about 10 years, I think. He does write to me on occasion, but how is he these days? Do they still have some of the same old vim and vigor?
Yep, he really doesn't act his age at all. Still, if you want to make it right to the point, the reason I came was to continue the discussion you had with you 10 years ago.
Oh?
To tell you the truth, Poppy still laments the fact that you left the path of the sword. That was why you wrote to me when you heard you returned to the army. You wondered whether you were returning to the military while you were also ready to pick up the sword again. So, this is it. You'd like to know, directly from you, how you feel.
I see. Well, it's a great honor after so many years he still cares so much about an experienced and utterly lacking swords. At a very my answer is still that I have no intention of taking up a blade again.
Can I ask you why?
Certainly can, but I'm not sure how to put my answer.
It's always been my mind too. I always wondered why would prompt someone so skilled with a sword that he even get the title Divine Blade and leave it all behind. I don't mean to make light of your skill, your staff was slightly inferior, nothing like that. It's hard to wrap my head around when you did what you did. And there's still a part of me that can't accept it either. Especially now you've returned to the army. Why can't you return to being a swordsman? Unless you believe the staff is stronger than the sword after all?
No, not at all. I just believe the staff to be a more fitting weapon for me as I am now. Blades are a symbol of protection, which is used more for keeping enemies at bay than keeping through them.
You say that all swords are good for is cutting and killing. That's not true. I pick up someone to protect things just like you do. As a swordsman, as a priester, and as myself. Are you telling me swordsmanship Pappy told me isn't gonna let me do that? I'm sorry, I didn't ask you to take your time out of your day so I could come and shout at you. I can't accept what you're saying. Up until all of what happened here in Libel, I've never felt any doubts that swordsmanship is the right path for me. In the end, all of what happened just served to remind me of how powerless I really am. Now I feel like no matter how hard I try, I'll always be a rookie. Strong enough to do what I want to do.
Oh, I see. Perhaps this is fate. See, Master Kafai hasn't changed one bit. He's the same firecracker he always has.
What do you mean?
Great as I am now, I'm not able to answer the questions you're asking me. But I know someone else who can.
you sure if you walk into a field where people are shooting?
We'll be fine, don't worry about it.
Something to out here. I really want to know me called too.
Oh, there you are. Ready to begin? Yeah. I expect to have to wear the uniform again though, especially not so soon. I think you enjoyed messing with people. I'm not doing it to bully you. As well as I do, your usual work clothes aren't suited for this kind of thing.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. You're Colonel Richard!
I realize it may sound a little silly coming from a man wearing his uniform. You're no longer a colonel, young lady.
Sorry. So... Mr. Richard then? Or Alan?
You can call me whatever you wish, though. No need for the mister. Meanwhile, I believe you're Alan Lass. Senior bracer with the guild.
You know me?
I'm not the former commander of Intelligence Division for nothing. I know all about the braces. I know about all of the braces in this country.
I see. How'd you end up being here?
Actually, Richard was the one who was in a meeting with just before I spoke with you.
Really?
In short, I've decided to start up a new research company as a civilian. While I may not be part of the army anymore, I can definitely see myself continuing to need to work with it in the future. So I decided to come here in order to discuss the matter with Cassius in hopes of maintaining a good relationship between us in the future.
Oh, I get it now. Wait. I suppose you mentioned earlier...
Right, I want the two of you to fight one another.
Wait a second. This is all a bit sudden, isn't it? Especially if I'm going to be fighting the famous Colonel Richard.
So, don't want to know the answer to the question you asked me earlier then? I believe any doubts you have towards swordsmanship can only be dispelled through using it. Focus not on whether you win or lose, but on pouring all you have into the battle. You find the answers you seek.
Alright then. I'm not sure I'll make much of an opponent, but I'll do what I can.
And every day one has a chance to test their skills against relatively ably school. I'm eager to see what you can do. Begin! Fight!
Think you're clever? Die with honor.
Unfortunately, it's always cool when someone does that. That was inefficient. I could have got another attack in. That's how you know it's serious. This here actually has some like options craft wise, so might be a little more interesting. That was quite inefficient, wasn't it?
Here I go!
I don't think that was 8 hits, honestly.
Here I go!
Still can't get the fact it's Morgana, just saying. Oh, okay. I guess we win now. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know if this necessarily does more damage per point. No, it definitely does. Well, it certainly feels like it should. Probably could have won that. Let me see if I had to. I mean, if I get the sword, I'm fine. I don't really care. Wait, what? Doesn't drop anything. Okay. Oh. I shouldn't have known. I stand no chance.
Nice, which is how you did fight though. Alright, the victor is decided. With your blades.
Could have won that.
So, NLS, how did swordsmanship appear to you?
Well, I choose the Ace Leaf School 5th form morning route. He's made a few changes to standard form, but it's largely style based around sword drawing techniques. Oh, okay, I noticed a bit more than just technical details like that.
What'd you notice?
One thing I realized while fighting him, Richard swings his sword as if perfectly synchronized to my breathing. The second I go on the offensive, reacts without fail. In that sense, it feels as if it feels like his swordsmanship is much more defensive than offensive, I suppose. That defensive stance matches perfectly with the form used in combat, and the result is very natural, very powerful swordsmanship.
Oh.
I can't work out why you're so focused on fighting defensively to begin with. I mean, I should be so because you want to protect something, but what? Self?
NLS?
Yes?
I want the sword for one singular reason. That reason is to protect this country.
Oh.
Everyone has at least something they wish to protect in this world. Perhaps it's persons, such as their family and loved ones. Perhaps it's belief or ideology they hold dear. Just as the things we seek to protect are different, so too are the ways we choose to do so. In my case, the way I choose to protect what I care about just happens to perfectly suit the defensive swordsmanship you noticed. Although I can only imagine how comical it must sound here if a criminal who's threatened his nation talk about wanting to protect it.
Well, not really.
Richard, please don't say anything, General. You may have chosen to pardon me for what I did. Doesn't make those crimes simply disappear. Still, just your desire to protect the liable remain even after leaving the army. I can't completely turn my back on mine. But so I could do so that I resolved to leave the army.
What?
You see, NLS, for me, one's position in life is just a means to an end. A way in which to achieve whatever you wish to do. I think it's true for one's choice as a weapon as well. Agree?
Well...
Weapon isn't the weapon. What weapon you choose, what you use it to do. What inspires you to take it up and use it to fight. The reason I chose to put my sword aside and take up a staff is those feelings change. That's all. So NLS, any more thoughts?
I should just use my sword in the way that best fits me to do what I want. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Sure is, you beat me to it. The Master Kafai's greatest granddaughter, after all. Very quick to catch on to things.
I'm just a quick at forgetting things too, though. But I finally get where you're coming from.
Really? Happy to hear that. I'll ask you to pass my answer on to Master Kafai then.
Consider it done. I'm sure he'll understand. Well, I've learned a lot today from having the opportunity to face off against you.
I do hope I'll have the chance again one day.
So do I.
Both have to make sure you don't miss that good training then. You got your training.
Of course! I wouldn't dream of being anything less than 100%.
Really, sounds like it was quite a fruitful experience.
It sure was. I think this was Pappy's plan all along. He knew exactly what would happen if I went to ask Cassius what I did, and that's why he asked. I must have sounded a little unsure of myself in the last letter I wrote him.
I see. I'm also like people. Just don't tell you what I had. It's spring this on you before you've had a chance to settle back in, and a lot of work built up your way. It's even a question of mayor too, so I really need you to get right on it.
Ah,
If anything, you should be grateful. Well, this will give you a chance to refine your skill with a new mindset of yours, won't it?
that's one way of looking at it, sure. So, Pappy, I bet you knew all along. It looks like Cassie's no intention of taking up the way of the sword ever again. Thanks to seeing him, I ended up being given a chance to re-examine my own swordsmanship. Up until now, I thought it was all about getting stronger or faster, things like that. But now, I finally realized that what's far more important than either of those things is why you take up your sword in the first place. Your feelings. I feel like now I finally understand why I was never able to defeat you, no matter how many times we fought. I might not be the best student in the world, but I'll keep giving my training all I've got. Love, Annalise. Wow. And because I lost, I didn't get the sword, I think, is the case. Which doesn't really matter to me because I don't care about Annalise. I don't use her, but that sucks. Oh well. And with that, it's now finally far too hot in my room to either keep my computer on or keep talking. You turned off Annalise or Cassius. Okay, Anderson, whatever. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you when I see you. Bye! Gosh, why is it so hot?